Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update. So we have the news at 9:45, 15 minutes after the open, and basically we had, in my opinion, very good news. PMI flash for composite, S&P services and manufacturing came lower than expected, and that means economy is contracting, economy is cooling. And that is good news for the current situation in which the Fed is trying to slower demand. And I think this is good. Also for Europe zone, the VMA flash came lower. So overall, good news at 9:45 that basically translated to a big push in the Nasdaq. In this candle, we started 9:45, a nice squeeze, but note that we didn't break last week high. 11,431 was not broken, and we were actually looking that level since all pre-market, all overnight. We had a lot of rejections at this level that were quite concerning, at least for me. Again, sometimes it's not what happens, but what not happens, does not happen. And what didn't happen is reclaim last week highs. So I basically marked this support, this base of the candle as support, and we were establishing a wedge, as you can see right now, in which we pushed the price to this EMA, and we broke both the ascending support and also this low that I got. So basically we have this rejection pattern, and what I think was confirmation is this in this pivot, also drawing a nice what could have been support but turned out to be resistance. After that, I got a nice long, two longs actually in this push of news, but I was long biased today. But after that, once we broke down this wedge and rejected this support, I basically call it a day, and we broke also pre-market low. We were establishing stairs stepping down lower lows, and RSI and MACD were actually trying to cool. And actually we had a nice, in this descending, we broke, we consolidated in here, but as you can see right now, we are chopping around. We are following this EMA, but I think today is not a clear trend day to the upside, not to the downside. So it's quite choppy day. We have still this again rejection of last week high, but I think it looks bullish for the break. But we could also have a nasty rejection down to VWAP and down to 11,300, something like that. So today is not easy price action. We are chopping around, we are grinding higher. We are more or less holding the 200. This red line can go. I mean, yeah, if you bought the lows, maybe you can be confident, have some kind of risk of that if Nasdaq pulls back. But I don't see clear direction, clear trend, and TLT treasury bonds were lower, quite low, and now are also grinding. Right now are almost flat, 0.15% on the day. High yield corporate bonds are right now pushing. Right now we have a nice push on volume. and almost flat also. Yields almost flat. Something that was worth noting this morning was the pullback on this top of the channel. For this is the inverted yield curve, 10-year minus the 2-year yields, and we are in the top of the channel. If we break up and cross this resistance at minus 0.16, I think we can see some momentum to the upside this week along with earnings. Talking about earnings, we have to talk about the dollar. Dollar this morning was actually showing some weakness. I have been predicting this stair stepping down, but it's not happening yet. We have two main sources of bottoms and rejections, so we are still ranging sideways between 112 and 114. So we're still ranging, and we have also this big trend line that we maybe can break lower. And once we break lower, 111 or something like that, I think momentum will come stronger. Right now, dollar is chopping around. It's quite important to have weak dollar for this week's earnings. So today, we need to be patient. Let's see the 1 minute. I think we are forming a cap and handle pattern for the break of 11,431. That's last week. Yes, it's also at that resistance. If we change to the 2-hour, it's quite clear that we are in the top of the channel, 3,800. It's quite important. We are somehow going higher, but today, honestly, was more bearish than I expected. This price action, I think, is not good enough for me to justify long trades anymore, but I was quite bullish this morning, so we will see. We are starting lunch hour. We have still 45 minutes until 1 p.m., what I consider the end of the lunch hour. And I think we are going to break higher, but with what kind of price action? We need to stop chopping around and maybe start. Also, we are always following this EMA. We are holding the 200, but this is not enough. This is too choppy of a day for me to continue trading. Energy, crude oil is still ranging in this level, trying to hold the break, but it's a lot of weeks. We are in a very uncertain time. So a natural gas bouncing of 4.8, this level that I mentioned in the forecast this morning. 15, quite a big push, holding 5. And the big red one today is Tesla. So Tesla announced cut in prices in China's Model 3 and Model Y. So somehow investors and traders are not liking that. So we will see. We have 0.8. I think it's worth noting this fight in 200. We broke low of year by $2, but I think volume came in quite nicely. We draw a nice reversal, engulfing candle, bullish engulfing candle, and I think that's good. At least for now, 200 is support. Let's see how Tesla ends today, because I think Tesla is pushing. Apple looks quite nice. This is uptrend starting to break the EMA and this descending resistance. Apple's looking nice for a push up. Microsoft is also pushing to the upside, and they are looking quite good. The only thing that bothers me is Tesla and also the rejection of last week high in NQ for the PMI flash news this morning. So quite concerning. I don't know why we are having this unclear price action, but it is what it is. You have to adapt, to be nimble. Okay, looks like we are breaking up. So we will see if we can see repair for overnight pre-market highs. That's 11,500. But for now, it looks quite strong, as you can see. Quite strong. I don't know why we dip lower those news, but I think buyers step in and they are trying to push the Nasdaq to 11,500. So we will see. Apart from that, also worth noting, the ratio that I'm mentioning is super important for me. XLY versus XLP, XLY consumer discretionary, XLP staples. This is XLY risk on, XLP risk off. So if this ratio is positive, is in the green, means that investors and traders are willing to risk on consumer discretionary. That's bullish for the market. Right now, it's the only divergence with the sentiment that I'm seeing. I would like to have this ratio in the green, but for now it's in the red, not little. It's 1.55% in the red today, and along with XLU being in the green, looks like maybe a lot of risk is taking off the market, and we need to wait for tomorrow, Microsoft and Facebook earnings. We will have to wait. For now, looks like we have a reversal and we are pushing the market up. This is very, very good, at least for today. Let's see if we hold these levels. But I think if we change to the 30-minute, I think Nasdaq it's having a nice reversal and trying to push for 11,500 in lunch hour, and maybe in overnight we can see even higher levels. But be careful up here, because it was not an easy price action after the open and on the news, but look at this. Oh boy. That's why you have to be disciplined and always have your plan for the trade with risk management in mind. So we will see how we end the day today. As always, thank you for your time. If you have any questions, you can comment down below and I will try to respond to all of you. If you found this video useful, please click the like button, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications when I upload new videos. Remember that I upload new videos every single day for market forecast, market updates, and market recap. I appreciate your time. I'll see you in a couple of hours with a market recap. Remember, the day trading is not over yet. We are seeing strength on the high of day, but also rejection. So be careful with the bears up here, and always discipline and risk management for your success. Stay safe, everyone.